We need this.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You got me picking crazy shit. What is that? I ain't trying to come out like that. Let's get it out first. Multiple day. I like it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Sideline throw is complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man. Because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline. And they don't get the yards after the catch.
Good shit.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble. Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
You gotta do your thing today, dude.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Damn, bro, you supposed to.
At the line of scrimmage.
One of y'all was supposed to take another. Oh, what the fuck is that?
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
One of y'all was supposed to take the other. How the fuck did you do that?
Officially nothing on
y'all
that
both
last
double
run.
block.
They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And that
Good
is
defense.
incomplete.
I should have bounded up for a touchdown. I was bullshit.
Trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is,
bullshit.
that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That should have been a touchdown. What can I do that for?
They come up to the line now facing a
Do that
3rd
for?
and 10 after the incompletion.
What you do that for, Pinky?
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Let's go.
He's gonna have another first down as
Let's go. That was some crazy shit. You see that shit, right? Oh, but who watching this?
That means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker.
Well, I was about to run out of bounds. Like, fuck it.
With that extra jolt from his legs.
Sometimes Lamar do. That's the crazy
Throwing
part.
on first down, it's Jackson.
I should have with Lamar.
And they're not able
I don't know
to
why I
look
was
up
just
there.
thinking that.
Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little
Marcus
bit.
Waddle. Come on, Waddle.
First down. Now they have to gear up.
Yeah, but I should have gave it to him though. Give him a chance.
They work again
I
from
ain't
the
getting no
38 on
chance.
2nd and 10.
That dumb movement.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right.
Oh my God, man.
Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up,
That nigga wide open.
They can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full
Mark
head of
all
steam.
that nicely right there.
He picks up
You
additional
can't throw on
yardage
the
after
Wizard.
it.
From the 13
That
now, they
Wizard
work
man,
on
nutty.
1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God, good shit.
Incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws.
Rush.
On that one, either just a little bit
Still got it around that nigga, man. Come on, give me a nice little screen. That's all I asked for. I ain't asked for it.
And 10.
That's a nice little screen for it.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay from 13 yards out.
Oh, Duvernay.
On the board first here in this division round matchup.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
That's it. Puffy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
You gotta get your niggas green.
Taken at the goal line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You probably gotta get your knee drained. So to wake up.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Overrun and shit.
Nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And some space here. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection.
Oh, shit, bro. Oh, my God.
Raiders pick it up.
Giving me
And he'll
shit.
take
Like,
this
come
back
on.
down inside the 20. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it is also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. To throw again on second down. Carr.
Let's go.
Looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. This take it in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
I don't know. Nobody knows Lotto Days. You won't tell nobody. What I used to do was, I don't know. She won't tell nobody.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Flushed out right. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
Oh, my God. Good shit.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it
oh, my God. Good shit, though. Because that shit should have been hey, man, that nigga came down with that bitch. He almost came down with that bitch.
Going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one
I ain't
away
going man
and
to
force a
man.
4th down.
I ain't going to trick me and do that. I don't like that either. I'm down like that, man.
They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Oh, come on.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Look at that, man.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And across midfield,
man, they come from
into Raven territory.
come on, bro.
83 yards rushing
he not
now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They go with Jacobs. And he finds it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And
let's go.
Grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Let's fucking go.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Let's go.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And even 150 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Carr going to get this to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Hey, 734.
Carr now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And for the 3rd time here, this game is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Huh?
On second down, and he loses the football
my
second
God.
time. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Another fumble.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Eluding the, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on second and 10. Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And all the way in.
Ooh, let's go, Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
Mark.
54 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get some. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a foul is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 167 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Carr going to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman, 36 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
You're mine.
Carr now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number they've forced in this runaway contest.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is. It's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now. Trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Oh, shit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has now been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Here's Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use.
This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mac Hollins, 75 yards. And the Raiders are able to claw one back. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On third down, Jackson. Complete to Likely. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
Oh. He's a... Yeah.